Hey there. If you're a small business owner, you know that tax season can feel like just another distraction from what really matters, running your business. But what if it could be simpler? Today, we're going to break down Indonesia's new core tax system, giving you a comprehensive, step-by-step guide for your 2025 annual tax return. Let's make this whole process crystal clear and straightforward. Exactly. I mean, managing inventory, customers, and daily operations is already a full-time job, and then some. The last thing you need is a mountain of complicated tax forms. Well, that's the exact problem the core tax system aims to solve. In this explainer, we're going to walk through it together, turning a potential headache into a simple checklist. So, are you ready to file your taxes with confidence this year? This isn't just about getting it done. It's about understanding the numbers that drive your business and having the peace of mind that you've handled it correctly. Okay, let's dive into the details. We're going to tackle this in 4 logical steps. First, we'll start with preparation, getting everything you need before you even log in. Then we'll take those first steps inside the core tax platform. From there, it's on to the main event, filling out the form, section by section. And we'll wrap it all up by reviewing the final steps and some key takeaways. Let's kick things off with the most crucial part, prep work. Honestly, the few minutes you spend gathering your documents now will save you hours of frustration later. This is the foundation for a smooth and painless filing process. You're going to need 3 main pieces of information. First, a summary of your monthly gross turnover. Second, a simple list of your business assets and liabilities at the end of the year. And third, a list of your family dependents. These 3 things are the core data the system will ask for, so having them ready makes everything else just a matter of data entry. To make this super practical, we're going to follow a case study. Let's call him 21A. He's a typical SME trader with an annual turnover under 4.8 billion rupiah, and he uses the simple record-keeping method for his books. We're going to follow his exact steps from start to finish. So what does an asset list actually look like? Well, it can be as simple as this. For Tuan A, it's just his savings, his shop house, and his business vehicle. Notice how each one has a year and an acquisition value? The system doesn't need a complex accounting ledger, just a clear, concise list just like this one. Okay, let's quickly clear up a key term you'll see a lot, gross income or penghasilan bruto. Put simply, this is all the money that comes into your business before you subtract any operational costs like rent, materials, or salaries. It's your top-line revenue number. After adding up all his monthly records, Tuana's total gross turnover for 2025 comes out to 1.71 billion rupiah. This is the key number that will be used in his tax calculation. And this chart just shows you how he got to that total. Like most businesses, his income fluctuates. You can see a solid start in January, a strong mid-year, and a peak in December. It's this monthly data, already compiled and ready, that makes the annual filing so much easier. Okay, with all our documents ready to go, it's time for action. Let's look at the first practical steps you'll take inside the core tax system to get the filing process started. Here it is, the core tax login screen, your starting point. You'll use your national identity number, or NIK, as your login ID, along with your password. Just fill out the security CAPTCHA, and you're in. Once you're on the dashboard, creating your tax return draft is just 4 clicks away. First, you head to the SPT module. You'll select the type Annual, choose the period 2025, and finally, click to create your draft. The system then sets up the form we're about to work on. And now, we're at the main event, filling out the tax form itself. Don't worry, we're going to break down every important section so you know exactly what information goes where. The very first choice you'll make on the main form is your source of income. The options are generally business activity for, well, business, employment if you're a salaried employee, or freelance work for freelancers. For our case study, Tuan A, the choice is pretty obvious, business activity. It's also worth noting that for taxpayers like him, the record-keeping method is usually pre-selected by default, so you probably won't even have to change it. Okay, now this is a fantastic time-saving feature. Before you go any further, click the Post SPT button. What this does is automatically pull in that data you prepared earlier, like your asset list and family dependents, right into the form. This is a huge help. Moving on to Section A, which is your taxpayer identity. The great thing here is that most of this information, your name, ID numbers, contact details, is already filled in automatically from your profile, which minimizes typos and saves you time.
Now, Section B asks a key question about your net income. For an SME owner like Chuan Ah, whose business is subject to final tax, you'll choose the option that says, no, I only receive income from a business that is subject to final tax. This brings us to Section C, the tax due calculation, which can be a bit confusing. For most SMEs on the final tax scheme, this section will show 0. Do not panic. This is totally normal. It's because you've actually been paying your taxes based on your monthly turnover all year long. This is just the annual report. And just like that, we are through the main form. For our final section, let's zoom out and review the key steps and crucial points to remember as you finalize and submit your return. So, let's recap the game plan. Remember, preparation is 90% of the work. Once you're in the system, choose business activity as your income source, use that post SPT button to save time, and most importantly, feel confident when you see a 0 in the tax due. It just means the system is working exactly as it should for your type of business.
And there you have it, our walkthrough of the core tax system for SMEs. Hopefully, you're feeling a lot more confident about the process now. But the learning never stops. What other questions do you have about SME taxes? Keep asking, stay informed, and thanks for watching.